Hey guys, long time no see. It has been a very long time since I've done a life update video, so I figured it was definitely time to make one because so much has happened since my last update video. There have been so many changes in my life, and I kind of wanted to talk about what was going on in my life. So I will start with addressing the elephant in the room, and that is that I changed my YouTube channel name. Now this has actually been a long time coming. The only reason why I didn't change it sooner was because for the longest time, YouTube wouldn't let you change your handle name. For a while, I didn't really know what I wanted to name it, but I don't really identify with Mika anymore. Mika started off as kind of a nickname back in high school, and over the years it kind of evolved into a elf LARP character, but at this point in my life, nobody calls me Mika anymore. Everybody knows me as Sprout. People even call me Sprout out of character, and when people want to use my actual name, they just use my actual name, which is Michaela. And since I started making out-of-character videos on my Sprout channel and calling myself Sprout, but in my human disguise, I figured I would name this channel Sprout's Human Disguise. I don't know if it's going to be that way forever, but I still wanted to keep this YouTube channel for my out-of-character content, and that way I can also post random stuff from time to time. I don't have any plans to make any random posts other than maybe this one, but you know, if I one day want to go back to doing like unboxing videos for stuff like this, or if I want to do anything else again, like video games or even LARP stuff, I can still do that on the channel and it not having to be directly linked to my professional YouTube or to my professional Sprout pages. Now I did make a Sprout YouTube channel. It's just called Sprout the Fae of Seeds. That way I can post my regular actual Sprout videos over there, and then I can just keep the out of character stuff over here. YouTube is the only platform I have for this stuff. Every other platform is exclusively my professional Sprout the Fae of Seeds content. So anyway, that is what it's going to be for now. It might end up staying that way, I'm not totally sure, but at this point in my life, I've gotten so used to and comfortable with just being called Sprout, whether I look like this or I look like actually Sprout. And I know I haven't been making a lot of videos lately. I have been so busy. I have actually been building a stage show for Sprout. So that has been taking up so much time. I've literally been working on building that every day, 7 days a week pretty much. There is a lot of actual building for this. I'm building this giant prop that has taken over a year to figure out how to build it because there's so much physics and engineering involved, and I am not a physics person. I am decent at making things look good, but to build it while having to worry about like how much something weighs and you know how much electricity is needed for this thing and how am I going to get it on and off the stage, how am I going to get it in and out of the van. It has been an overwhelming amount of brainstorming and trial and error. I have had to rebuild every single little thing at least 3 times pretty much, because I would build it and then something wouldn't work, so then I would try to build it again a different way and then that didn't work and I had to build it a different way and that might have worked or it might not have worked and I had to try it again. Yeah, so point is that is taking up an unhealthy amount of my time, but I am hoping to kind of get back into the swing of things, and I really want to post more out of character content because I just really love doing that. So my content will still be Sprout related or Ren Fair Entertainer related or maybe even costume related. I don't plan on branching out too far from my niche anytime soon. I'm also not going to do any like major craft projects or anything anytime soon for this channel because, like I said, the stage show is taking up all of my time. On top of that, I still have 𝐒𝐕𝐗 fashion that I'm doing. I sell stuff on Etsy still, and you know, I need the income, so I'm still selling on there, so that eats up my time too. I have a new boyfriend now who is not new at all. We've been together for over 2 years now, but I've never really talked about him on this channel. But we met as cast members, and he plays 𝐒𝐮𝐩𝐽𝐫, the Gambling Goblin, which if you follow my Sprout channels, you probably already know that, or at least figured it out. But yes, officially, he is my boyfriend. We actually became in a relationship before 𝐒𝐮𝐩𝐽𝐫, and I actually helped him make 𝐒𝐮𝐩. So that's why it kind of seems like I'm his manager, because I literally am his manager. But he works at, so far, all of the festivals that I'm working at. There may be times when he doesn't, but for the most part, he is traveling with me and working with me, and it's been the best. It's been the absolute best. He does exactly what I do, just as a more goblin-y, more adult-based, you know, entertainment, but he's a lane act and he does the improv stuff that I do, and we usually do it together, and it's been the most fun, and the most fulfilling, and we work together really well, and we make money together, and so yeah, that has been really awesome. But also, over the past few years, my entire, like, perspective of things has changed. I actually went back and I watched a lot of my old videos about, like, how to become a Ren Fair entertainer and how to become a cast member and, you know, the different jobs that you can get at a Ren Fair. And if you want to watch those videos, you can go back and watch them. But I just find it very fascinating that my entire viewpoint of a lot of things has changed. For one, I went from making hardly any money doing Sprout, and now I'm making more money than any other lane act that I know of at some of these festivals I'm doing this year. I'll say hi.
Hi.
I love you. Alright, my daughter came in here and I kind of lost my train of thought, but basically what I was saying was everything feels so different, from being a LARPer to being a cast member, to being an early stage Ren Fair entertainer, to being, like, at the top Ren Fair entertainer. I have been Sprout for over 5 years. I'm going into, this is my 6th year now, and I have learned so much. A lot of gate-kept information that I now have access to because of my success as a Ren Fair entertainer, and just the things that I have experienced myself over the years. And it has gotten to the point where, first of all, I love what I do, and I wouldn't trade that for anything. I want to keep doing what I do for many, many, many years to come, and I have even more ambitious plans than things I'm working on right now, like way more ambitious than they've ever been in the past. But it's gotten to the point where it's like, I don't even want to be a LARPer anymore. I don't want to go to a LARP event anymore. Because, one, everything that I need, I get from being a Ren Fair entertainer. You know, all of my dreams are coming true from doing what I'm doing, or even some of the plans that I have for the future. But when I look back at being a LARPer and some of those LARP groups, all the way from Texas to Ohio, it's like, I look back at the way certain things were handled, especially events that were paid for, and I just laugh because it's just, how do I say this in the least offensive way? It was very not professional. It was a lot of cringe, a lot of the way that things were handled professionally. I mean, of course that happens at Ren fairs all the time too, but like the LARP community is like, you think Ren fair is bad, the LARP community is like, some of these LARP events were like, wow. Just, like, I'm not sure how legal some of it was. So, and I don't have an interest in like going shopping and buying a whole bunch of LARP stuff, and I do buy stuff every now and then, but I just don't have an interest in even like going to a LARP and hanging out with people. I do that constantly at Ren fair, and the perspective that you have as a Ren fair patron is so different and so ignorant to someone who is, you know, been working at a Ren fair for a while, and someone who is doing it for a living, you know, not just as a hobby. There's a lot of things that you learn from the management side of things, even as an entertainer. I've never worked for management, but, you know, I become friends with people and I talk to people and I learn things that go on behind the scenes with management stuff, and I'm like, wow, this is intense. You know, the amount of, you know, investments that they have and the amount of legal, you know, legalities and liabilities and all sorts of stuff that they have to deal with. It's like, you know, you go from this level of understanding to this level of understanding. And I still have much to learn. Like, I'm still kind of a baby entertainer. I mean, I kind of put all of my eggs in this basket, so I am constantly researching stuff. I'm constantly learning stuff. And I think I'm quite intelligent enough to, you know, understand a lot of things. But there's a lot of Ren fair entertainers who've been doing this for 30 years. Vendors who've been doing it that long, or longer. So obviously there's still much to learn, but I'm at a point where I understand enough to be like, you know, doing this for a living and to be pretty successful doing it. Anyway, I'm babbling. I'm thinking about doing some workshops, actually, some paid for workshops. I'm looking to make a proper entertainment company with like an LLC and everything, and I'm thinking about teaching some classes, as well as maybe managing for some other people, not just my boyfriend. That's not something that I am starting right now, at least the managing part. I still feel like there is more research that I can do, and I need to prioritize my time completing my stage show. But if that is something that you're interested in, or at least taking like some classes, you know, you don't have to be full-blown working with the manager, but, you know, if you're interested in taking some how to be a Ren fair entertainer classes, let me know if that's something that you're interested in. I don't think that it's something that I would have a buttload of clients for. It is, being a Ren fair entertainer is kind of a niche profession, but yeah, just let me know what your thoughts are on that. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and end this video so I can start working on maybe some other out of character videos. So thank you all for being here and being on my journey with my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel is at least 10 years old at this point, and I know a few of you who have been here since the beginning. So thank you. I appreciate you, and I hope that you stay. Anyway, I hope to see you in the next video. Bye-bye.